stopping Francis Ngannou in the second round.
He done what he's supposed to do against an MMA fighter who's had one boxing match. That was it. That's how it should have been done with Tyson Fury.
Are you not impressed with it?
I'm impressed, yeah. We saw how good he was against Tyson Fury, and he showed that's how you're supposed to deal with MMA fighter who's only ever had one boxing match. Although that boxing match was against Tyson Fury and he did really well, that's really how you deal with him.
Do you feel like Anthony sort of had the blueprint sort of going into this fight, whereas with Tyson, nobody really knew what to expect?
I think he just did what he was supposed to do. He did what he's been practicing to do. Pick his shots, turn through the punches, take people out. He's doing what he needs to do with Tyson Fury. He's practicing that.
What did you make of his link up with Ben Davison? Working.
Perfect.
Working.
It's working, and that showed. I showed how it's working.
Joseph Parker tonight as well. He survived. I know he survived two knockouts.
I was really worried for him going into that Zhang fight. I was like, to see the abuse he took from Joe Joyce, and to see how Joe Joyce got smashed by, I was like, oh my God, I really hope he's going to be okay. It wasn't about winning and losing, I was just hoping he'd be okay. And he pulls it out once again. I was thinking the same thing with Wilder, and he pulled it out, so bless him. He's one of those, like the Cinderella man, keeps fucking coming back. It's beautiful, it really is nice. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Joseph Parker has managed to defeat two of the biggest, if not the biggest, punchers in boxing. What does that say about him?
He's the man. He's a man, and he's only 32.
I know. I asked Joseph, because I said, what's beyond this if you should be successful? He's like, I want all the top dogs. I was like, you realize who's sitting up at the top though right now, right? It's the homie. And he laughed and he said that he would fight Tyson.
If Ngannou can have the success he did with Tyson, why can't Parker?
Right.
And look who Parker's just beat.
Right.
In succession.
Right.
Look how easy he beat Wilder versus Tyson Fury. So yeah, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. I hope he gets some more big fights, more big paydays. He deserves it. Great guy.
And lastly, gonna ask you about Chris Eubank Jr. Have you heard about him fighting Terence Crawford?
When?
That's coming up. That's an announcement.
When's happening?
We don't know the date yet.
Huh? July. Beautiful.
Bit of a surprise though, right? Bomac trains both of them. I wonder how he's going to do that.
Yeah, I think we know how that's going to go. I think we know how that's going to go.
Right. Do you want to say anything about him moving up to Terence Crawford moving to 160?
I think it's a great fight.
Okay.
I think it's a great fight. Everybody wants to see it.
Right.
Why not? At 160 as well, just jumping straight up there.
This week's been a bit of a chaos, I would say, in terms of boxing. So you got Conor Benn, Manny Pacquiao, Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. It's a bit of a weird time right now.
I love it. Keep the madness flowing.
Okay, thank you so much.